Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Gina, for setting this up. I'm Neil Francisco. I'm one of the Blackboard admins. I know many of you might have emailed me with any issues or whatnot. I'm the guy behind the scenes, excuse me. Today, I'm just going to be demonstrating and just going over what VoiceThread is. I don't know if any of you have heard of VoiceThread or what is VoiceThread. Show of hands, quickly. VoiceThread, never heard? No? A good couple of people. I believe I worked a couple with you one-on-one, explaining what VoiceThread is and what it is and whatnot. So basically, a good thing a statement I like to say about VoiceThread, it's basically an enhanced discussion board. If anyone has used discussion boards on Blackboard, basically it's a lot of text-based. VoiceThread actually allows you to incorporate that text and also adding media to it. So basically any videos, pictures, documentations, and whatnot. So let me just show you exactly what VoiceThread is right from here, and then I'll show you how you can go into VoiceThread right from Blackboard. So basically on my first slide, if it loads, doesn't technology always that happen when you're trying to show something? It just, no, I'm not going to worry right now. Alright, let me see why it's not loading. Come on. Refresh. No, it's not. Okay. Just not. I think the issue I'm coming across. I think it's something with the browser. Sometimes nowadays you need like almost all the browsers installed in your computer to something to work.
Do you want to download Chrome real quick?
If I have the rights, that's the question. Sometimes.
I do. I can download it if you want.
Okay. Let me see what we get.
I also have the same problem with this.
Yeah, right.
I can't do anything on my
Like e-courses and stuff like that. Let's see.
Just type it. No, just type in your password.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. And click.
Hold on.
Yeah. I get that same whenever students watching me.
Oh,
you go.
nice.
Just
awesome.
so everybody knows, there's a pop-up window that comes up all the time whenever you try to install Chrome and says you need administrative privileges. This is the really cool part. You type in your password, and then another window pops up and says, oh, for Chrome, you don't need administrative privileges, and they let you download.
Nice.
Anywhere on campus.
Okay.
And
Because I remember
the same
before, that was like a big
It used
thing.
to be the opposite.
Yeah, like,
it's
no,
not.
you can't do that. Nice. Good
No
to know.
problem.
Thanks. So,
And just while Neil's doing this, something to think about, because this happens to me all the time, and I know it's going to happen to you as you use different devices and different types of computers in different locations. Some browsers are just better than others.
Yeah.
And we know that, unfortunately, Internet Explorer is really no longer being maintained by Microsoft. It's not a good browser to use anything on. Chrome, where it's got some maybe privacy concerns for some folks, very good legitimate privacy concerns, it's the browser where things run best. And sometimes it's even helpful on your computer if you have access to like Safari or Firefox to have multiple browsers open because things you build look different in different browsers. So just keep those things in mind. But back to VoiceThread.
yeah, back to VoiceThread. Thanks, Gina.
No problem.
So here, I have my VoiceThread slide, you can say. You could say it's equivalent to almost like a PowerPoint slide. But kind of, that's exactly what it is. It allows you to basically put your media right here and make as the focal point, and then on the side over here we have our students that they can able to make comments to our media that we have. So when I first started VoiceThread, I just make this simple slide and just welcome to VoiceThread and post any comments. And I have, for example, Gail, she's from the Distance Ed as well, and she posted a text-based comment, right, as you can see. So basically, like I said, I just posted, I want the students to post a comment onto this specific VoiceThread, and I just had a couple more students going down the line. So I had Juan, I had Deanna, she did one, and then I did one myself. But you only could do more than text. So the form of comments that you could do is text based. If you can see down there, you have text, you have phone, which is audio that VoiceThread will call you on your phone, and only to you. It won't distribute your phone, so you don't have to your phone number, so you don't have to worry about that. So you can make an audio comment. If you have a microphone on your computer, it will take that as well, and it has a webcam, which will do the video and audio. And this upload is simply just if you have something already pre-made, that you could just simply upload it as your comment. I can show you other examples of other more interactive ones. Let's see if I have this one. Anyone? That's just a comment. All text based. Oh, so I'm just doing a test video basically, but if someone was going to make a video comment, this is how it will appear. And you can expand the window if you want to see it more clearly. So that's just VoiceThread in the general how it will look. So you could do also here you could create your own VoiceThread obviously, and here it is where you add your media. So it could be PowerPoint presentation, Word doc, picture. It could be a video if you want. You could add that. And also you have the ability to browse. So basically browsing is a nice thing because there are other public VoiceThreads that you're accessible to. So you can see examples, or you could subscribe to certain VoiceThreads that you're interested in. And also particularly if you want to use this in your class, you can actually take a public one and you could just share it to your classroom and your students can have access to it. So from a Blackboard perspective, I could show you how to integrate the VoiceThread into your class. Any questions so far?
So you don't have to use Blackboard to be able to get into the VoiceThread?
Well, only you could use, well, you have to, but you could use it as like a separate component. But if you want to integrate it into your class, there is a way to get from Blackboard into VoiceThread. So you could do like all your VoiceThread stuff separately in the VoiceThread website.
Right.
But then once you go into the Blackboard site to integrate it, you see you could just copy the links over right into the Blackboard, into your course.
If you don't use Blackboard, there's no way to incorporate that into the class?
You don't have to necessarily. You could use VoiceThread as a separate component.
Okay.
Because you'll be able to share. You could be able to share the link, and you could just copy the link and just give the link to anybody who has access to it. They will click on it.
Can I ask about? Are you concerned because you haven't gone through the Blackboard training officially? Is that what you mean?
I did the basic stuff, but I don't necessarily use that with my class. But I'm wondering
Okay.
if I use the VoiceThread with my class if they're not into Blackboard.
Everybody's in Blackboard.
Everybody's in Blackboard. Yeah. Yeah, your students are already. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. I'm not too sure if anyone. I did set up this organization for Gina. This is for us specifically, dedicated digital learners organizations. I don't know if anyone is here enrolled in that or.
How do we? If you want, there's nothing in it right now, but you can use it.
But I could, I could enroll you into it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody,
For sure.
Do you want everybody to log in now so they can do
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So yeah, if you're on, when you log on to your portal and you log on to Blackboard, there's a dedicated digital learner space, so we can all be in the same space. There's nothing in it right now, but Neil's gonna populate it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'll make sure you get everybody to go.
So in that organization, not to make things more confusing or anything, organizations is like the same thing as a course. So just look at this as be a regular course, like an academic course. So I created an area called VoiceThread. And here I'll show you how to integrate it. So with anything inside your course, the way you bring the VoiceThread link into it is simply by going to build content. So simply build content and you see the VoiceThread link, it says right there. So you click on it and you're just creating you just create it like any other content. So you give it a name, a description, if you want to, evaluation if you like to evaluate it. You are able to grade VoiceThreads if you want to make it as a form of assessment. And once you click that, once you go through those options, you just simply click submit. And there you have your VoiceThread link created into your Blackboard course. So now,
Neil, can you just go back and just show that?
Yeah, sure.
one more time? Yeah.
so
You're gonna go to.
build content, VoiceThread. And once you do so,
I would say the when you're on the dedicated digital learners
Yeah.
page, should there be
there should be one that says welcome to VoiceThread,
yeah.
a link.
All right. No, we have that. We're
Okay.
in that link. And
Okay.
then once we're into dedicated
Well-
digital learners, then
Well, I'm just saying, I just showed how you incorporate it in your own course.
right. Okay.
In the organization, you won't
Gotcha.
have rights.
You won't be able to do it. Okay,
You won't be
gotcha.
able to do
That's
it, yeah.
fine. Okay.
I'm just showing you how to do it,
No
but
problem. No, I'll explain.
yeah.
All right. So
that's just a quick explanation of how to
No,
get
I-
it into
I
your
follow, I
actual
got you.
course. Yeah. So, like I said, that was just a simple explanation of that. But what I'd like you to do is to click on that link that you see in the organization, and you should be brought up to one of my voice threads that I created. Sometime. So you should be seeing this. Basically, this is my course in VoiceThread. So if you have multiple voice threads, you can see everything laid out here, and that's what your students will have access to. So everyone see that? Or everyone's right? Okay. So what you could do is just simply click on the voice thread. And if you do have access, I would like you to make a comment onto it. So to make a comment, simply click on the plus sign. And I don't believe these computers have webcams or nothing like that. So you can just simply do a text comment and just type away. Well, if you have access to it. Okay.
And I even brought my own laptop. The Wi-Fi's not picking up. So
Yeah, the Wi-Fi.
sorry about the musical chair.
This room is like really.
And then these are your.
I went in here to comment. I clicked on the.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, see, this is
Okay,
what we
and
just
then
talking about. So the
You want to
limitations of
find
the browser, it's just like blocking out
Oh,
the
so it's not
functionalities. No,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
you. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can't do this.
yeah. I'm sorry about
Okay.
that.
That's okay.
And then you're gonna click on
Yeah.
this.
But she got it.
She did, yeah. I think she got another. Yeah, she got another browser installed. That's why, yeah. So
Now, so she left off.
yeah, she has.
Actually,
she's
this is in Explorer.
Yeah, it's through Chrome. I see. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no,
no, it's
not
not?
this part.
Oh, it is.
Is it dark on the bottom?
Yeah.
You can still do it. You just
Oh, you can
can't
still.
see
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
You can still do it.
So I clicked
Click
here.
on it. It should be right in our corner.
Yeah, so maybe just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so-
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, it was a limitation of the browser. Yeah.
I'm getting the prompt, but then it says you will be directed to the application momentarily, and that's not, is this because I'm an explorer? See, I'm getting this.
Yeah, because this is.
Yeah.
It's.
So should I even do it?
Yeah, go on this one
Okay.
on Edge. Yeah, I'm sorry about the browser issue. It's really
My mistake.
Frustrating.
frustrating. Yes.
It's asking for, I'm sorry, Neil, I think I missed something. It's asking for account verification. Do I do verify my email and it sends me the password?
Yeah.
So I just do this and then I just go into my
Mm-hmm. Because I really we just said we were counting.
Yeah, I had one
Yeah, like a long
ago,
time
yeah.
ago. All right, got a couple of comments. I see. I love it. Thank you, Steve. So I can see all my comments are coming in. Thank you for participating. And sorry for the issues and whatnot.
Can we comment on other people's comments?
Yes, you can. So if you see how you see this arrow right here, you can directly reply to somebody if you would like.
And
Yeah.
it'll show up.
And it'll show
for
up
everybody
right
to
underneath.
see.
Yeah, threaded. Yep. And if you wanted maybe a private conversation between you and the student, you just simply click on the lock one, and it'll be like a private. But that'll be also in your VoiceThread settings. You could block that, so you won't have students kind of like privately.
Oh, so then they could do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Alright, so those are my comments. Comments are coming in, and threaded comments. I love it. So I go back to my course. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
you said that like we could post a PowerPoint, which is
Yeah.
something I often do.
Mhm.
Do we post slide by slide, or do you post
No,
the entire
depending
document?
on the PowerPoint file, if you have like maybe like 20 slides in it, it'll all upload into
And
the
then
project.
can you
And
put
then
the
you
voice
could,
to each individual
yeah,
slide
exactly, yeah,
once
you
it's
could do slide by slide. Independent, yep, you can edit that. That's basically my VoiceThread, and
Is there a way to show? Because I remember when I met with you,
yeah,
you were able to show me how the advantage for on the student side, because I think one of the things we had talked about too is that VoiceThread is really cool for you as a professional,
Mhm.
but it's actually there are a lot of tools out there professionally that do what VoiceThread does that might work better for you if you're just doing like a professional portfolio. But when you're working with students, this is 100% the way to go, because the students all have VoiceThread accounts that follow them through their coursework here at NCC.
yes.
So is there a way to show them the student side like you showed me
Um,
in the lab? That's what sold me on this.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's see. Let me see. There's any examples. Trying to think of any. One of my courses. Well, I deleted the example I wanted to show. Sorry about that. Well, basically, what Gina's referring to is that you could use VoiceThread as basically your e-portfolio. So once you leave Nassau, that account always will stay with you, as long as their account will stay active in Nassau, but the VoiceThread will go along with them. So basically, any type of work that they did for a class, it will be, and they use VoiceThread. It could be they could use VoiceThread as their e-portfolio. It would be archived here, and they could just get a shareable link, and they could give it to anyone who wants to review their work and whatnot. So it's a great tool, and we had a couple of faculty members that we want to promote that with, but we haven't successfully gone through it because they'll get with it, and then they get caught up with other things and whatnot. It's all right. So we are looking for any other faculty who wants to pursue that with students.
Because what's great about it and everything, just to tag on to what Neil is saying, is that on the student side, when they log into their portal, they'll be able to access if VoiceThread is being used across their classes.
Yeah.
All the VoiceThreads they've had by course.
Mhm.
And if you do a summative assessment at all with your students where you say, I want you to pick 4 artifacts from this course, presentation, paper, project, whatever, and you have to share a piece of it and maybe talk over some of your reflections, then that's this really neat thing that they have them from various courses.
Yes.
And being able to have that all in one place, saved, they can't really delete it and they won't lose it.
Mhm.
And then if later on, after they've graduated, they want access to it, their student fees are paid for us to archive it for them so they can go
Mhm.
back and get it. So those are the benefits to using VoiceThread with your students, is that if you use another platform site, they're solely responsible for all their information, whereas here, NCC is helping to keep them organized with that information. I'll be able to share, if you'd like, in a moment, some of Nicole Simon's successes with VoiceThread, and then we'll have an open lab. Unless there are other things you want to add.
Just to add what you were saying, so basically, let's say for example, this is the students' their VoiceThread, their homepage. So here the groups are basically in relationship to their courses. So then they'll have like their list of courses, and they can have their work basically as whatever they posted onto VoiceThread. It will be in that field.
Right, because the way this is looking right now, because Neil's not a student, these are just the different projects he's on.
Yeah.
But if the student will log in, and it'll have all the courses they've taken,
Mhm.
just like in
Yeah.
Blackboard.
Is there a way to do a student preview to see how it would appear to your student?
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, Steve.
for the foil course that I did,
Yeah.
the students had to do voice threads.
Mhm.
Okay, so if they log on, they'll see the voice thread that they did.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Basically, since they created a VoiceThread of their own, they'll have a copy of their own work. So yeah.
All right. So thank you so much, Neil. We're going to stop the audio.
Thank you. Thank you.
I gotta log on.